Alright, welcome to another episode of Mafia Memoirs. My name's Jody, Sedrick, my partner Puzey, and Keith Duplessie.
Hey guys.
At P&S Detail Products. We are at SEMA 2018 and just having an awesome week. So
we're wrapping up the day. We're kind of coming down the home stretch, last 4 hours of the show, and man, I got to tell you, a lot of hopes and dreams we had for this industry 15, 20 years ago. We've seen some cool stuff this week that's come to fruition. So
yeah,
it's been a lot of fun.
A lot of changes. And you're one of the founding members of the IDA.
I am. I'm real fortunate. I work with P&S, and they're founding member. I'm a founding member at Detail Plus, and was really blessed to work with a bunch of guys in our industry who cared a lot. We're kind of on the Founders Row membership here. We've got Buff and Shine just over there. We've got Flex right here. If they're a key player and they're a big dog in the detail industry, they're now a founding member of the IDA, which is really cool to have, everybody come together.
It's super fun. So obviously you're P&S Detail Products. You have your own detailing shop.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So I own Detail Plus Car Appearance Systems. I worked with Bud Abraham for many years, almost a decade. And a couple of years ago he came to me and he was ready to retire. And well deserved. I mean, the guy did so much for the industry for 37 years. And he wanted to pass the legacy on, and so I was interested in talking with Bob. Our priorities aligned there. So I stay with equipment, really with that part of what I do, and obviously the chemicals P&S. So I've married their product into our systems, and we do mostly high volume detail centers. So dealerships, auctions, that kind of stuff. So if you're doing high volume and you want a cool system, I'd love to sit down. Everything we do is custom designed to the customer's need, and it's all tailored.
And where are you located?
I'm out of Dallas, Texas.
So you're covering the whole Dallas, Fort Worth area? Or?
Well, for Detail Plus, we're worldwide, just like P&S. So we have detail products, we'll travel.
That's awesome.
So with all of that, plus you're also military.
I am.
So you serve as well. How do you balance all of that?
I'm not sure I do. I mean, to be honest, I hear all the time life is about balance, and I would say it's not totally about balance. I think it's about balancing the things that are the priority to you. Right. So really, I've got 4 priorities for life balance in my life, and I think it's like trying to get the buffing pad on the backer perfectly for a DA tool. You're always just not perfectly there, So sometimes the military runs over my whole life and takes over for 3, 4, 5 days. And then other times it's all P&S, and then other times it's Detail Plus. And then that 4th piece for me is, trying to be home with my wife and be home in our family unit and take care of that. So it's a balance and it's a struggle. I don't think anybody who's successful would tell you that it's easy. I don't think anybody who's successful would tell you that they get the balance right. My wife looked at me this summer and says, "Are you ever going to be home?" Well, it's more about there's stuff at the house that we need to take care of, and there's this relationship thing we got to take care of too. So, it's about all of those things, and I'm really fortunate with working with Bob that I have a great friendship there, and somebody that gets the family first part of it.
Right.
So I read an article not long ago about you are the sum of the people you hang out with the most. And if you look at the circle that I've been hanging out with, and you guys are in that circle, they're great people, but they have their priorities straight. Take care of your business, take care of the people you work with and that work for you, take care of your family, focus on the right stuff and be positive. So that helps me, because Rennie every once in a while will give me a smack on the head and say, "Snap out of it." And we all need that.
Absolutely.
Those are the friends that you want to have, the ones that kind of hold you accountable for doing the right stuff.
Hi guys. Are you guys having a meeting?
We are, but come join us. We're actually doing a live video. So, that's why we're at the SEMA show. So that's great. So that's okay. We'll catch you in a few seconds. So, but So we're
We're on the show floor, guys, so stuff happens. You know?
it does happen. That's what makes it fun.
It's the last day. Everybody's trying to sell somebody something.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, I think as I've been interacting with you, one of the things that I've been really impressed with is your just tenacity to build business relationships, and not only build business relationships, but as an ancillary, build the product brand and take Bead Maker and that whole line of products, Rennie Doyle Double Black Collection, to the market as a whole.
Well, and that really has been a team effort. I'm fortunate in that I get to be the point guy for that, because I do the business development at P&S, and sometimes I do it well, sometimes I don't. But as Bob says, sometimes we just got to get up and try harder the next day and do better. Because when we fail, sometimes that's what it's about, is just doing better. But I've really been on the point of that, because I'm the guy who meets our distributors and brings them along and introduces them to the company. But I got this really cool machine in Rennie and Bob and even Dave, especially Dave. When we get Dave out talking about the product, everybody pays attention.
Oh yeah.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
But we have this great dynamic. We have friends in co-branding partners like you guys at Road FS. We work with Buff and Shine. We work with great partners. Flex and Rupes are both great partners to us.
Yeah.
So it's really this family effort that we put forth, and it combines a bunch of stuff. I don't care who you are, you got to have good products.
Yes.
So that starts with Dave in the lab, and it also starts with our customers.
Right.
Our customers tell us if something isn't right, and they tell us what they want and what they would like to see.
Yeah.
And our number one customer in that way is Rennie.
Yeah.
Rennie comes back to us and says, we're not quite there. And so it gives us a chance to improve. And then we've got Bob, who, if you look at the booth, and I think you can see a little in the background, Bob's the branding guy. He has built a program for branding that's taken us to new levels.
Yeah.
So like I say, I benefit from having a tool bag full of every tool I need, and support across the country, and detailers who are fans. And man, there's nothing better than a fan of your product.
Yeah.
That is.
It's not hard to sell something when people are in love with it, and when you can tell your regional distributors that, hey, I got a guy in your neighborhood, you should talk to him and he'll tell you about the product. He uses it every day. When that guy's a raving fan, I don't really have to make a sales pitch. What I've got to do is do the relationship thing, make sure that we've put them on good footing and foundation, and give them the tools to excel. And so I get the hard job. I'm on the road a lot, but I get the easy job in that I sell a product I love. I work with people that really do great things, and we have great partners, and we have a product that's easy to sell right now. So thank God for that. It's a really nice storm, and it doesn't happen every day.
No, it doesn't. So a couple of things we've been talking to folks about at the SEMA show, specifically this year, is the changes in the industry.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So what do you see, just in your view of the next couple of years? What is coming down the pike that's different than what we see today?
Well, I think the idea, it's dead, it's buried, it's gone, it's done, of the detailers not getting along, and this being an individual group of people working as detailers. I think we're now getting to that point where we're a profession. We are working as professionals, and professionals can have an admiration for the competition and appreciation of what they do, and not have to run each other down to promote themselves. We're seeing people who have been in the business long enough now that they are successful and they've done great things. Rennie's one of those guys, Justin Lobato's another, that are taking a hand out and they're reaching back to people. How you doing, Sean? Again, another guy like that, Sean, who, we've reached back to him, and now he's reaching back to others. So we're seeing the industry pull itself up together. We've seen the manufacturers come together, and the Founders Club is really a big part of that. And they've put the industry first. They're promoting detailers, which we've never seen before. The biggest change that's coming, well, I'm debating. This is my whole speech at Mobile Tech, guys. So
hold on to it. You can hold that back.
But let's just say that we will cross a threshold in the next 90 days that will not give us legitimacy. We've always been legit.
Right.
Yes.
I think we've had an inferiority complex that we aren't legit, but we are. But we will have a recognition, both professionally and within the government structure, that will change our industry.
Yeah.
And what I see coming with that is the education will take off in a way it's never has. The schools, the traditional accredited community colleges will adopt this program in a bigger way. We will see the dealership market, I think, come around to really changing their view of detailing. And I think we're going to have better detailers. I was telling the guy last night, the truth of it is the best detailers in the world are just now in the last 4 to 5 years getting started in the detail industry.
Yes.
Rennie's awesome, and there are guys like Rennie, and I would throw out names, but they like to be anonymous, to be quite frank.
Right.
Sure.
There are a lot of fantastic guys who've been doing this for a really long time. But we are about to see the revolution and the evolution of detailers. The professional detailing shop will be a thing, and we will start to see that just tidal wave of success in detailing that we've never seen before. And the greatest detailers in the world are just now getting started and just now building those shops.
Yeah.
Because we've got the confluence, it's here. We've got the suppliers, we've got great products, we've got technology, we've got shared knowledge, we've got mentorship.
So talk a little
We're
bit
gonna see those guys soon.
about the education that we're seeing, because we're seeing people actually building education centers. You know, you've got companies like the Rag Company that have really taken off, but they actually built an education center, and they're bringing P&S, and they're bringing Rennie Doyle in, and Jason Kilmer, and really helping educate the industry. And I used the term a little while ago, someone I said, you know, how can you educate your customers about something if you're not educating yourself? So,
And I think, gone are the days of the, if you will, the Herb Tarlick salesman. For those who don't watch 70s TV, may not know WKRP, but, Herb Tarlick's not here anymore. I mean, you've got to really know your product, because it is about having a legitimacy to yourself, but it's also about having a passion. I think as much as we like to think that we need to be subject matter experts, we also need to be passionate, and not about our product, but about our industry and about seeing people succeed. Admitting you don't know when you don't know is great, and you should be able to do that. And I don't think any detailer, as long as you're authentic and you're looking to help them get better, is going to have a problem with that. But it is about training. Now, there's a cautionary tale here with training, and I want to say this to everybody. All you guys out there, listen up. You can be excellent detailers, you can be world-class detailers, but training is only a part of what we do in this industry. There are very, 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 very few full-time trainers in our business, and some of the great ones. Brenna Sinclair is one of those.
Chicken?
Sure. Lunch orders. Hey guys, you gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
It's the family. But
So, no, I'm good, thank you very much. So,
that's Diane Doyle, Rennie's
Diane
wife.
Doyle, she's always taking care of us, making sure we're fed.
Diane keeps things together and keeps us moving, so we love Diane. But there's very few people who make a living at training. Rennie still doesn't make a full-time gig out of training. He does other things. We all do. So it's not the end state, So it is a part of what we do, and it's great that we share. But the Rag Company guys still sell towels. They sell a lot of towels. They use those as a vehicle to help people get better. And we believe that an educated detailer will pick our product because we make good product.
Yes.
So I want to caution people to not just think that diving into the training arena is where it's at. It's a part of what we do. And what we found is that we can make detailers better and more profitable if we help them be more knowledgeable. And it's a multifaceted approach. The best buffer in the world is not the best detailer in the world. The best detailer in the world is a well-balanced individual. We talked about those 4 things I'm trying to shuffle, and I'm not good at all of them. I'm hardly good at one of them, really. But you've got to balance those things out. You've got to be able to take care of the business and your marketing and your shop hours and pay the bills and hire employees and And you can't be great at everything, but you've got to be good at most of them. And then you've got to still turn out a superior product. And there's many ways to get there, as our people in the room, but training is just a facet of what all of us are doing.
Yeah.
We've believed in it firmly at P&S. I believed in it firmly when I was at Detail Plus. It's how I really got out on the road and in the industry. Was I got out there and I had to go teach people how to use our stuff, and it builds a rapport. It builds a relationship there and some trust. But it's also a way for us to share what we know. And I'll tell everybody this at my trainings, and I always do, and Prentice will say the same, and so will Rennie. We learn as much from our students as trainers as we teach them. There's a lot of smart guys in our business that nobody's ever heard of. It's cool to stand out here and carry the flag, but the reality is there's a lot of talented guys out there who every day go out and grind and really do the work. And they have skills that they share with us that benefit us greatly. And we take those people with us everywhere we go. And I try to give people credit, but I have a hard time remembering names. So it's a little hard for me.
But the thing I heard once, and it really kind of stuck with me, is it's like, train on the stuff you're not good at, right? I can be the greatest interior guy in the world, but if that's all I ever do is stand around and pound on my own chest about how great I am with interiors, I'm not growing. Learn on the stuff that you don't know. So take the time to learn on a product you don't know. Grab a different polisher, a different piece of a product that you don't use normally, and learn about it. I'm amazed how many people walk in this booth, in this environment, and go, "Yeah, do you have some samples so I can try it out?" And I'm like, "There's a panel right there and 2 polishers and the product. Try it out now.
Try it out
now.
Talk to the people that know how to use it, that engineered it, and learn."
Well, we see this a lot, and it's not youth oriented. I think it's everybody. It's human nature. People don't want to fail in front of other people. That's a challenge. But the successful people are not afraid to fail, and they're willing to do it in front of the world if they have to, if that's how they grow. I have a few touch phrases that I use. Jim Lefebvre said this to me. He says, "Don't be afraid to fail, just fail fast." Right?
And fail forward.
Fail forward, but learn from it. I have another one, Captain Wayne Mars. Great guy. He was a behavioral health officer the last tour I went on. Captain Mars says people change at the speed of pain. So sometimes it's got to be painful for change to happen, but change is a good thing.
And who, like in this environment especially, who better to fail in front of than the guy that's engineering the product, right? I mean, that guy's going to teach you how to do it. One of the things that really grabbed me when we were on Air Force One this year is people are fearful to do something on there. You've got the best people in the industry to show you how to do that, and they just want you to get better. It's not that they don't want you to fail so they can let their point and laugh at you.
Right.
They're helping you adjust this, move this, put a little more pressure, put a little less pressure, and you learn so much faster in that environment than you do looking at YouTube and in your own garage.
You really do. And one of the other things I would say about our industry is, again, quit pursuing the technical expertise at the sacrifice to pursuing the business acumen. So, guys come to these shows and, something's been going on all week and you don't see it on the show floor and there's no bright lights and it's not sexy. There's education every day.
Oh, yeah.
So go get educated on stuff, especially the business side of what we do, to make your business better. You guys are a perfect example. Most of us are not really great at bookkeeping. And so that starts all the way from writing a work ticket all the way through to reconciling your books.
Yeah.
Well, you have choices there. You can either go become an accountant or you can go find those tools, programs, and people who can help you service yourself better to make that part of your business easier on you. A program that works right is a huge advantage. So you have to chase and pursue those things that will make your business better. I tell people all the time, and I wrote an article on this a number of years ago, when you go to a trade show, what are you there for? So you're either there to solve a problem in your business. Something I don't have or do have isn't working right. You're there to go find out what's new so you can stay ahead of the curve, you hope.
Right.
you're there to actually go look for a new business to add to your business, right?
Right.
Or you're there to do interactions that are either affiliations, associations. So you're there for the social interaction that maybe in the networking part of it's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But you're there for those things. Come with a purpose. Come with a focus on what you're trying to get out of it, and then pursue that goal. I'm one of the best guys in the industry for that. Retailers, pay attention. He's on the IDA board of directors, Jim Gogan. He's out of Massachusetts. I like to say we trade show well on the boot side. Jim Gogan trade shows better than anybody I know. Jim goes with a focus. He goes to find what he needs to find. He goes to find what's new. And when you sit down and talk to that guy after this show, I'm like, dude, I had no idea after that was going on.
Yeah.
He's one of the best at it in the business, and I've learned a lot from him in just watching how he does it. So, again, take advantage of these opportunities. Don't come here to see the cool cars alone. Come to see all the other stuff and go play with the cool cars. There's some really cool stuff here. That's a lot of fun.
It is, but I absolutely, I would hear that exactly. You're going to get out of it what you put in it. The same with IDA, same with Mafia, same with your business. If you expect to be like, okay, I bought a business, I started it, everybody come, that's not going to happen. You got to put into it.
No truer words were said. If you build it, they will come. It's not true.
No. And I think, after our visit with Shane Mayfield, he said, the things that I've learned through the network and the associations of the IDA and the Detail Mafia really transformed me from being a detailer that owned a business to an owner that now details. And making that transition is really what it's about, and that's what will elevate the industry across the board.
And the final piece to all that is you still got to go back and you got to do it.
Yeah, you got to implement that, and you got to be tenacious about it and see it through.
And a lot of times I hear stories about guys who are willing to mentor somebody, but they say, man, I can't do it for you. Call me and ask for advice and coaching and mentoring. And I'll call you once a week and I'll say, dude, are you getting it done? But the person's got to invest the time and effort themselves. And the most valuable asset we have on this earth is not money, it's not stuff, it's really not even family, it's time. Because our family is there, it's whether we invest in them that makes the difference, right? Because they're not an asset to us. And that family is blood relatives, but it's also like this. But if you don't invest the time, those are not assets anymore. So
and you can't fake it. You definitely see those people that fake it. They come into the industry, they're there for a year, and man, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And the next year you show up and they're gone, you never see them again. Because they didn't invest the time, they invested the words, but they didn't put in the work.
They really, and that's, it's tough. I mean,
absolutely.
And it requires a lot of discipline. But again, having those fellow peers and the people that you work with in our business, like you guys, the favorite thing I have about you guys is you send me an email and say, we were going to do this project, we're not, where are you on your part of it? I don't have you, and if it's not in front of me, I probably am not getting to it right away. So, to have those peers say, hey, poke, we need you to participate.
Yeah, having an accountability partner is huge in your success. So.
And we've been able to come up with some great stuff. And it's just those strategic alliances that we built as suppliers and as a team. I think they're emblematic of where the industry's going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody is successful alone, and nobody fails alone. It feels that way, but there's always some hope to reach out if you just find the right folks. And that's. I've had a lot of time to be introspective lately because, I just got selected to Sergeant Major for the Army. It's my last promotion. And you start thinking, man, how long did it take to get here? But I'm also thinking, the end of the road is now in sight. There's no more promotions to chase. There's no more goals there. Yes, other command and opportunity leadership are there, but I'm getting to that point where I'm narrowing toward the peak of what I've worked for 30 years, and you start looking back at the people that helped you along the way, and you start looking forward at what's left to do. And the answers I come up with regularly, having seen this happen to, again, you get to be the old guy in the group, you hang out with the other old guys, and there's not a lot of you left.
Right.
And the other old guys, the only thing we're saying anymore is, did we leave this place better than we found it?
that's
Are we leaving it going in the direction we want it to go? I'm not on the IDA board. I'm on a couple of committees. But I mean, I'm really kind of, I won't say disengaged, but I'm not as involved as I was. And last night I got an opportunity at the Glassparency party. Thank you, Glassparency. Great job, guys.
Thank you. Awesome party.
I got to see and stand back and see, just kind of, did we leave it better than we found? I think we can say yes.
Yes, you can.
Can it be better? Oh, miles better. I mean, we're just getting to scratch the surface of how much better it could be. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. I didn't go, but I got to say, Rag Company, I got to say, G-Technique, you guys had parties last night. Again, more emblematic actions that we are doing what we set out to do to make the industry better. And every one of those suppliers who bring people together are making it better. So thank you to them. Thanks for Rennie for Wednesday night. Thank you to Justin Day and Hillary Day, who had a party at their place and brought people together. Who else? Pints and Polishes. Those guys did a great job this week. I know, sounds like we've been partying all week. That's all we've done is gone to party.
Early day, late night.
But they're really just gatherings of people to break down the barriers that used to be between us. And foster our organization, industry, and move it forward. And our next big event is Mobile Tech.
Mobile Tech, couple of months away. Already getting prepared for that, and you talk about something that's changed a lot. That used to be the PDR show, and it's not anymore. So
it's a nice, well-rounded show. It's still a PDR show, and we love those guys. They're kind of a sister industry to us, but it's really become a great place for detailers to get together. The education there is really focused at us. We have an opportunity to really get some cool stuff.
Yeah,
we're excited about that.
You've got IDA certifications, skills validation on site. It's fantastic, and it is very well rounded now. It truly is a mobile automotive reconditioning show. And
it really is. Yeah.
That's what it ends up being, and that's great. I think it's wonderful that it's moving in that direction, and they're doing great things with that as well. Talking about doing one on the West Coast now as well. So, which will be great.
We're starting to see that kind of coming together. The industry's doing well. I would be remiss if I didn't have one shout out.
Okay, go ahead.
Cheryl Hazard. We're going to come here next year. You're going to be here. You need to see the show. The IDA exists because of her.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Please,
please do.
So, Cheryl, our executive director, we want to see you here next year. So plan some time. Let's get you out here.
Definitely.
You need to see what we've been able to enjoy this week.
Yep.
And again, everybody who held the industry party, thank you. All the vendors, thank you. Detailers, thank you guys. I mean, it's fantastic to see you guys come out and support each other in the industry. 10 years ago, I wouldn't have believed we could get here. Well, I did believe we could get here, or else we wouldn't.
But you were doubtful, right?
But you couldn't see it until now.
That's an important thing. You had a vision of where we as a community could become and elevate everybody. So.
Well, we had a vision. I mean, it started with Bud Abraham. It started with Bob Phillips and John Bell and John Lackus and Clinton Hintz and Eric Jeffries and Rick Goldstein, another great guy in our business. They came together, put some seed money into this thing, and we started it on a shoestring, and it changed the world.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
And I got to ride that train again. One of those deals where I got on the bus like I would with P&S, and I get to be point forward, but there's a lot of guys who did these things. So
absolutely.
Awesome.
It's been great.
That's okay. Detail boss, girlfriend dropping in on us. So
just crashing the podcast.
You can tell it is live here at SEMA. It's continual movement, and that's great. It's all good. So
it's okay. I'll be down at their place next week. I'll make sure I.
That's right.
That's
get
good.
payback.
Well, thank you for taking some time with us. We're going to publish these over the next couple of weeks, and I just want to thank you for me and Rod for what you've done to help us. I mean, your input on our software, input on our business has really been valuable. And you know, if I want to break our software, I give it to Rod and I give it to you, and I know we can make it better. So.
That's what I do.
I like to say, let's go break some stuff when we get to product testing, because that's how we learn whether it works or doesn't and what we can do to make it better. But I got to tell you guys, I've invested a ton of effort, and I know people don't really know how to quantify that. You can say, well, how much salary is that? But you've invested a large sum of effort, money, and energy to help make our industry better. And we really appreciate that. And, I mean, doing the podcast, I think that what you guys are doing is great.
Well,
we need more of this, and man, next year Air Force One.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
You know, by the way, it's 7 months away for us as far as planning purposes go, so it's not that far away.
No, it'll come fast.
It comes quick. Where are we going to see you guys on the road next? Mobile Tech?
Mobile Tech.
So we're in Mobile Tech, and we'll be bopping around to people's shops. We're close to Utah and all the western states there, and we have a lot of customers there and a lot of people that we want to reach out to. Just talking right now literally to Stephen Chance in California, and a few other folks that really got kicked off in Denver, but the distributors, the P&S distributors have really pushed us in that direction and are really excited about it. So we're going to be doing a lot more of that.
Okay.
And heading into that.
Yeah. And then Road FS, just put that in your search bar and it'll come right up.
That's right. And we're just proud to be part of the P&S crew, to be able to create a branded version of it and to preload all of the P&S products as part of our offering to make it easier for everybody to run their business. So,
and it's not just P&S, guys.
That's the
you
important
load
thing.
Anybody's product in there that you want to load in there. It'll work with almost every platform of accounting software.
Yep, everything.
We can help tie it to the back door of the internet, so they can do scheduling that way, right?
Absolutely.
You can do mail and marketing campaigns out of it.
Yep.
So, versatile tool, easy to use. Once you're set up, which is not much, couple $100, $250 to $500 set up normally. Unless you're crazy and have a bunch of locations. And then it's about $50 a month to have it hosted per tablet, right?
Yeah, piece of cake.
So great system. When these guys started talking to us, I was like, we gotta do something with it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being a part of
Well,
it.
thank you. Well, thank you guys for joining us for Mafia Memoirs out of SEMA 2018. It's been a phenomenal week. We have about 4 more hours left. We're going to head over to the Flex booth a little later on. They're doing a big giveaway. Mark Elliott won the P&S giveaway earlier today, and we will catch you guys on the next episode. Thank you.
See you guys.
See ya.